Hello fellow Minecraftians, today I'm going to show you how to create your own world for SkyWars. So if you don't know, SkyWars is my server right here with all these awesome people online. Optic Orange, my favorite person, he's a donor and he's super good. If you're ever in a match with him, hope he's on your team. Oh, look, someone just voted. Anyways, the point is that you're probably going to want to make a map, which would be really cool. You get your name to be displayed. Well, that one's made by me. Get your name to be displayed. You get the name of your map, and people get to play on it, and it's really fun. And it's also really good for the server. It changes everything up, and we're constantly changing maps just because we're awesome like that. So the point is, all you have to do is go to this link, click the download button, and in a few seconds it should download. If you're using Chrome, it will come up in the bottom here. If you're using another download thing, you need to know how to use it. Go ahead and click on that. Once you open it up, it will come up with WinRAR, just like this, and there will be one little folder inside it. Simply go to your start button and type in %app data %. Press enter, and it will come up with this thing right here. Click on your Minecraft, go to saves, and simply drag this template right into your saves. And I wouldn't close this one out right now unless it's going to take you a while to build your arena, so I'm just going to minimize that. Go back into your single player world, and it should be somewhere in here. If it's pretty old, it might be somewhere down near the bottom, but go ahead and play on that world. You'll start out on this weird thing right here. Right here, this is the location of the spawn. I do not want it to be tampered with because I will check it, and yeah, I'm just gonna check it. So don't tamper with this box here. If it is, then I'm just gonna, even no matter how good your world is, I'm probably just gonna say, too bad, so sad. You need to make a better spawn and follow this. In other words, don't mess with this. The other thing is, there's this block right here, and there's that block right there. These are the default spawn points, but the good thing about this world is all you have to do is go into the world folder and click on server info. It'll come up with this little document right here. I'm going to zoom in since I don't feel like editing this. Come on, let's see you do your work, computer. Okay, really simple here. You can change up the spawns, and you put the X, the Y, and the Z, and then so on. So, really cool add-on right here. You can now make your spawn be anywhere you want. And the good thing about it is I also put in a chunk loader when you teleport. That way the players will not fall through the ground when they teleport, if there is somehow any lag on their side or something. So, if you don't change any of these, it's going to be at default. And then there's one other thing. This right here is basically a little side note. It gives you some more information. And here's the starting items. If you want your world to have starting items instead of having them dig through chests and things, and just have them start out with default items in their inventory, then you're going to want to change this up. It is very simple. First thing I'm going to want to do is now go to the IP list, or ID list, not IP. I'm not thinking right now. ID list, and then there's a really simple one right here. So let's say that we want to start out with a pickaxe, and it seems to be glitching up, so you gotta go real fast. So pickaxe, you want 257. So you say you want an iron pickaxe. You're gonna put press enter, and you're gonna put in a dash. Then you're going to put in 257. So if you put 257 in, you'll put space and the amount. So this number here is the amount. This number is the type. This number is the amount. And this number is the damageable. So as the damageable, if it's a pickaxe or a tool or something, you can put like 50, and that means that it has been hit on a block 50 times, which is the little green bar at the bottom that breaks when you get there. So you can make it so they can get a diamond sword that has one hit or something like that. But since it's an iron pickaxe, you can start out at 0. Now, let's say you want to do something like wool. Wool is a little different, and some people don't understand this. So that's why I'm going to go over it. If you come into wool, there's 35, there's 35.1, there's 35.2, and so on. Thing is, when you use this, you do not put in 35.2. You put in 35, space the amount, let's say you want 30, and then space, now this is the damageable. This here is the damageable number. So if you put in 3 as the damageable, it will become light blue wool when you get it. So you can give the players all this basic stuff at the beginning, that way they don't have to go and search in chests for it, which is a really good thing for starting out for some certain maps. Certain maps you might want to have it like a search game and that kind of thing. So that's just the little configuration there. And I'm not going to go ahead and save this, but all you have to do is save that, then put it in. The final thing is the building rules, because there are some items that are not allowed or some items that are not used. So first off, let's take a look at this. I'm just going to look through this real fast. Yeah, every single block in here is allowed to be used in this section. Every single block in here, except there's one thing that is majorly not allowed. No ender chests. There are no ender chests allowed in this, or else I will remove it. And there are no beds allowed. Well, I guess you could allow a bed. Yeah, beds are fine. You can add a bed if you want to, but it's just useless because it's always day. And I prefer not too much redstone, but you can put some redstone in. Oh yes, no physical TNT. You can put the TNT in their inventory, but I do not want TNT sitting around because it has been known to glitch out bucket. For some reason it does this in 1.6.2, but it didn't do it in 1.5. So no TNT visible like this so people can light it and stuff, but you can put it in their inventories. What else is there? There's the... oh yeah, no TNT minecarts, same thing, glitches up for some reason. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I do not want you to put in... oh, well, you can put some in, but I don't want very many ender pearls, since that's the donation stuff and the voting stuff. You can put ender pearls in if you need them, but not too many. Like, I definitely do not want them to be the default starting items. The other thing is these mob spawners are not allowed. Well, I'm just gonna point over them. Spawn creeper, spawn skeleton, spawn zombie, spawn spider, spawn slime, spawn enderman, and I believe that is all. Those are the only spawns you're not allowed to use. You can use any other one, like you can spawn a pigman, you can spawn a ghast, you can spawn a cave spider, you can spawn silverfish, blazes, magna cubes, bats, witches, and all the other ones. But it's just the basic things that are not allowed. Oh, and horses are not allowed because for some reason it counts it as a player entity, which makes no sense. You probably don't understand what I'm saying, but those are just the basic things that you're not going to want to have because it screws up. Oh, whatever. What did you say? Let's see here. Oh, cool. Someone's a new top player. So those are the basic things that I don't want you to be using. And then there's one other thing you're going to want to note, like a little side note, if you're going to be building something really big. Oh yeah, and no god apples. Like, no enchanted golden apples, but you can have normal golden apples. They're basic rules. They're easy to remember. It's kind of common sense here. And then there's a little secret put into my server where some people know this, but some people don't. If you have a compass, all you have to do is click or right click, left or right click, either way. This compass, as soon as you use it, it's going to say in the chat what the player's coordinates is on the other team. So you can use this for like a hide and go seek game or something like that, or like Arena 7. You can have the Arena 7 on my SkyWars match. It's a big place, so you're going to want to have you're going to want to grab a compass on it, so if someone decides to hide in a hole and hold shift. So I guess that's all for this map building one. Go ahead, download the map, make some awesome maps. Oh, I'm missing one valuable part. as soon as you finish creating the map, I'm going to need to get it. So if I'm going to get it, you're going to go back to your saves, you're going to drag this out, you're going to rename it what you want me to title your world. And then you're going to upload it to anything on the internet. I would prefer Mediafire. And if you do know me for some reason, you have my Skype, you can send it through Skype. I prefer Mediafire, and then in the comments, simply put the link down. And then I'll check out your world, and if it needs any necessary changes that are pretty simple, I'll go ahead and do it. So I guess that's all for this video. Now go make some awesome arenas, and please make it SkyWars based. Like, I don't want something where it's like a huge ball of what's it called, bedrock. That way you can just, you know, just never fall off the world. I always want their way to be falling out of the world just because it's funny. So I guess that's all for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and upload your map and show it to me. So I guess it's yeah. I'm not good at goodbyes. Goodbye.